The Rockets have won how many in a row? Yeet. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to the Summit State of Mind podcast, the home of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game winners in a row, Houston Rockets. This podcast has been brought to you by J Bar and Barbecue, located in East Downtown, 10 minutes from Toyota Center. Make sure to go check them out. Be there. Best happy hour in the city, best barbecue in the city. What they got, DJ?
That damn brisket, man.
Yeet. Yes,
you know?
Make sure to go visit them. But the Houston Rockets had what some would say a historical evening last night. And if you were there for the crash out, yes, everyone crashed out in the first half. Your Houston Rockets came back from a 25-point deficit against the lowly and lottery-bound Philadelphia 76ers, who only had like 8 players playing last night.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was at the stadium and I didn't know anybody outside of Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, outside of Quentin Grimes. Yeah.
Everybody that played last night, it literally looked like an AAU squad.
Oh, you forgot about Jalen Green's son. He dropped him last year. Jared Butler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jared Butler was on that team. Yeah,
No way.
He took that game to heart. He had 17? I don't know, but yeah, Jalen Green's son, who he dropped last year, man, he was on that team. It was a bunch of nobodies. Man. Even like yesterday after the game, I was asking like my boy DeAndre, who in the hell are some of these players? He's like, dude, some of these guys are on the Summer League, G League team for the Sixers. I was like, oh my gosh, dog. So yeah, yesterday historic, but frustrating.
Yes. I mean, you can take it in both ways. Like, it was literally a tale of two halves, a Jekyll and Hyde type of game from your Houston Rockets.
Yep.
I mean, the first half was nothing to write home about. We ended the first half when we were down like 88-63. I believe that was the score. I'm not 100% sure, but I was in the arena. Shout out to this Turbo bobblehead. I was able to walk through an entrance and got it at the last moment. Yo, But yes, last night's game was just an interesting thing to watch. It was a very interesting, just overall. The effort wasn't there to start the game.
Yep.
LP wasn't having it. Jalen could not find the rim. Yeah. And the only player that really played well to start, I believe it was Tari Eason. He scored our first 13 points.
It was just Tari. Like, that first half was just Tari Eason versus Philly. Because Jalen couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Şengün got benched. Dylan couldn't hit. Fred couldn't hit either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. If your name wasn't Tari Eason, that first half was not about you if you're on the Rockets. So yeah.
I mean, he literally saved us. He was the only reason why we were still in the game. I think he had about like 17 to 20 points in the first half. But I'm not 100% certain. I don't remember. I mean, don't everyone like villainize me or whatever, but I was in the arena, but I'm also not box score watching. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm just trying to have a good time. All right? Yes, I was in the arena. The energy was not good, but the second half,
turned that.
Let me tell you, man, that was something to witness.
Talk about Jabari.
I don't even know how to respond to that, man.
Talk about Jabari Smith, my son.
If anyone can hear the commish in the background, he's talking about Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Jabari Smith Jr. had himself a game coming off the bench. He had a 30 ball. My man was basically the reason why we were able to get back into the game and also stay in the game and, claim the lead for a short time.
Yeah.
But he was just on it. Let's talk about Jabari. First of all, DJ, 30 points. I don't even know how many rebounds that man had, but it felt like he could not miss from three-point land. And he also had the key miss of that free throw, hitting it off the back rim with precision. We knew that shit was on purpose.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely. But, DJ, I just want to hear your feelings, review, it all on Jabari Smith Jr.
You're talking about a kid that coming to this game, the morale about him,
Yeah.
the conversation about him weren't good.
It hasn't been.
Yeah, it hasn't
Yeah.
been. I understand he's coming back from a hand injury. If I'm not mistaken, hand injury. Yes.
Yes.
He's coming back from a broken hand injury. It was going to take some time to get back to the form he was before he got hurt. But then again, he was missing open shots. It wasn't looking good.
I mean, he was still hitting some buckets in the midi. Like, he was getting his shots. It's just the
Yeah.
three-pointer where he was struggling a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, but second half, my goodness, the two-man game when Şengün was out, it's a two-man game between him and Jalen.
Oh, my
yeah, that was
God.
beautiful. It was beautiful. He was hitting open shots. He was hitting the corner threes. He was rebounding. He was getting out in transition. He was playing defense because the defense in the first half, not just by him, but the whole team,
Yes.
bad. Even and like Tari at times, it was bad. You just got to tip your hat off to the kid.
Absolutely.
I'm genuinely like proud of him for stepping up, being that guy on the floor, being that leader on the floor when Şengün was benched for that whole fourth quarter and most of the third quarter.
Yeah.
When Fred couldn't get it going, when Dylan couldn't get it going, he stepped up, and that's the overall agenda, or what's the word? The overall, I don't know what the word is, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. We heard
picture, the big picture.
Yeah, the big picture. That's the overall picture around the teams.
Yes, yes.
If one person doesn't have it going, somebody's going to step up.
And I love that.
And that right there showed. Now, granted, I did not like how we won last night because we had no bleeping business being in a close game with Quentin Grimes and friends. I'm glad we got the dub, but that was a ugly.
Quentin Grimes and friends.
Gosh, I want to just give a quick shout out to Quentin Grimes, man. I've been watching this kid ball since 2018, even though he's probably a year younger than me. I don't know why I'm calling him a kid. But I've been watching this man ball since 2018 when he was up in the Woodlands. This man is a certified bucket. And it should be no reason he's on his 14 this early in his career. He should be on a steady team putting up great production. Mm-hmm. But no, we got dumbass GMs around the league, a.k.a. Nico Harrison. That's the second dumbest move you done did, buddy. Just trade away Quentin Grimes for Cody Martin.
Was that who it was?
Yes, Cody Martin.
Yes, I remember, yeah.
And anyways, shout out to Quentin Grimes for that. But no, Jabari Smith, I do give him the game ball. Game ball does go to him. Mm-hmm. You come in and you produce like that in the second half after playing like doo-doo garbage in the first. And it's not just him. Look, Kenny in the background. Look, it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him. But, the whole, hey, you step up when it count. And, yeah, I'll give you, tip off my hat to you, my man. Shout out to Jabari.
No, for real. I mean, last night watching in the game, the way that he anchored as the stretch five, he went out there to basically be the anchor of the defense and carry us and also be the guy that was available for open shots, hence Jalen's career high in assists. We'll touch on that later. But Jabari he's got that dog in him, and you see it the way he is. And yesterday was St. Paddy's Day, and St. Paddy's Day in 2023 was when he also hit that game winner against New Orleans. The Rockets posted that today. But Jabari Smith Jr., that may have been one of the most impressive games I've ever witnessed from anyone in a Rocket uniform.
Yeah.
Yes, it did happen against the G League Sixers, the G League 67ers is what we should probably call them.
67.
But, these guys are still performing and playing in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Quentin Grimes again. 46 points last night. Me and Josh last night, I went there with Josh Garcia. Shout out to him. He was supposed to be here today, but he could not make it, unfortunately. But me and him were making jokes about Quentin Grimes having a 50-point game, and literally my man was at 46.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, we literally spoke the shit into the universe.
Yeah, that was my biggest fear, him dropping 50 and
Yeah.
them finding a way to win in the game.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. There would have been a hole punched in my wall. I ain't going to lie.
We were all very frustrated, but the fact that we were getting timely buckets, Jabari was getting key blocks, key contests inside the paint. He was locking it down, and it was so impressive to see him put forth so much effort on both sides of the floor and to be as impactful. You know, it's hard enough to focus on one end and be the other. Being a two-way player is not a joke.
It's not.
And being completely effective, but still being efficient offensively as well, is a very unique and special talent. So shout out to Jabari Smith Jr., man. For real, like you said, give that man the game ball. It's true. But, you know, like we got to touch on Jalen Green as well. My man had 30 points, too. 30 points and 13 assists. Career high for Jalen Green. And, you know, even like there was a stretch run where I believe his highest assist game was 7. And we're starting to see him get games where he has 8, 9, now 13. So we're really starting to see the advancement of his playmaking, which we had talked about at the beginning of the year. Despite the struggles, we lost, 11 of 16.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's where Jalen and Amen were basically the guys handling the ball. But now we're starting to really see the fruits of that labor with his struggles, to where we're starting to really see true growth as a player.
Yeah.
DJ, I want to know what you saw in terms of his passing, his shooting overall, just the overall impact he had on last night's game.
We always told Jalen, say, hey, Jalen, if you can't score, you can't figure out how to produce scoring-wise.
We need you to do something else, yeah.
Facts. And him getting 13 assists, you know, it shows his growth. It shows his growth. Man,
You're astonished, man. Like, I was watching last night's game.
like I'm lost for words, but at the same time, dude, it's the Sixers. It's the Sixers. Okay, let me lock it. Okay, I'm proud of Jalen getting 13 assists. You found ways to contribute other than scoring, even though
Yes.
His scoring has been a little.
I know.
Yeah. 25 shots on I think. Yeah.
It wasn't
25
efficient. It was like 10 to
wasn't.
26 or 10 to 25. It was something along those lines.
It wasn't. But when your primary, distributor's not getting it going in Fred, and then Sengun, the secondary distributor.
He was big doo-doo.
Yeah, big doo-doo. Again, those two guys not getting it going. One is on the bench. Step up.
Yeah.
He stepped up. And when he scores 30, I think we're undefeated. I like that stat. We're 10-0 when he scores 30 points. So
Really?
Yes.
I like that stat.
We are 10-0.
I like that stat.
We are 10-0 when Jalen scores
Yes,
30 points
yes,
in the game.
yes.
And I love that. And I hope he realizes I need to get the ball more. I need to shoot more.
Yeah.
I need to get my teammates involved more. Because when that happens, again, second half magic. We come back down 25 and win the game. Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to point guard Jalen, because the point guard last night decided to put up a dumb three and foul bait and then get ejected from the game.
Yeah.
So by the way, that was not a flagrant 2. If anything, flagrant 1, let's move on. But they gave that boy a flagrant 2, which was ridiculous.
No, I
Ridiculous.
completely agree with you.
Ridiculous.
I want to touch on that too, but let's mention two things first. Like, first of all, I want to give a quick shout out to Şengün. Alperen Şengün, my man sat out. You could tell how discouraged he was, especially after getting benched at the end of, I guess, in the beginning of the second half, and then all throughout the fourth quarter, and coming in to grab that final rebound and score those 2 points.
That was clutch.
That was super clutch. And I just love to see Jalen encouraging him, because you know that those two have like such a huge bond.
Yeah.
And to see our 2 stars support each other in that way is such a big deal. Nobody really truly understands like camaraderie and what that can do for morale and for everyone around you. And then to go from there in the fourth to grabbing that rebound, getting those 2 points, to Alpi literally, like, my man went from like being on the bench to, I would say, dominating almost overtime.
Yeah.
Calling for the ball in the paint and then showing, I'm still the guy. I am the all-star of this team. And I can perform. And I mean, I think that Ime may have, may have been a little stubborn in terms of not bringing him in to start the fourth quarter, as I feel like the team definitely could have benefited from that. We were down 10 after tying the game. So there was definitely some issues from me in terms of those substitutions. I think the team could have definitely used Alpi to start the fourth quarter. But overall, like, I'm extremely, extremely proud and extremely happy. But like you said earlier about Fred VanVleet, man, like, that foul, that flagrant 2, was an idiotic call because, I mean, I understand that you're going to go for a hard foul, but I don't think it looked any way menacing, and he was aiming for the ball.
Yeah,
Like,
the only reason why I think they said, hey, flagrant 2 is, one, because Brissett fell to the ground, and then 2, Fred,
He sold
like,
it.
hauling ass, and then, I think he got his arm, hand, whatever. I think he got
Yeah.
ball, but
he
still a foul.
definitely got some ball there.
He got some ball, but
Yeah.
you still got his hand, and yeah, like I say, Fred is hauling ass.
Yeah.
They see that. Okay, yeah, that's a flagrant
Yeah.
2. He fell to the ground as well. Okay, yeah, let's give him flagrant 2. Get him out of here. I didn't get that. And then if you look at it slow motion, you can obviously see it wasn't ill intent. He was going for the ball, like you said. So, yeah, I think the 2-minute report came out and they said,
Yeah, they said it was still fine.
Yeah,
Like
still
the ones that were
yeah.
missed calls was at the Jayshawn Tate foul.
which was dumb.
Yes, I agree, and the Şengün travel, which wasn't a travel.
Wasn't.
Because when we were in the arena, when you saw it, he makes that move, 9 times out of 10. That's very normal
Yeah.
for what Şengün is able to execute on the floor. I mean, the refs, they didn't have their best game last
Yeah, they
night.
didn't.
You can definitely see that. I mean, Tari fouled out on a bullshit call, and then what else? Dylan Brooks fouled out, but I think that was a dumb foul on Dylan.
Yeah.
Don't use your hands.
Yeah.
Put your body in the front. Don't use your hands. And the fact that we were able to overcome Tari fouling out, Dylan fouling out, Fred getting ejected, and still finding a way to win with a lineup that was predominantly led by Jalen Green.
Yeah.
And it was like Jalen, Jayshawn Tate, Jabari Smith Jr., and then who else came into the game? Aaron Holiday, and then
yeah.
Şengün. That was the overtime lineup. And that was literally Ime Udoka just putting Band-Aids on different holes,
Yeah.
and it was just extremely impressive to see us recover and to beat them despite, the 76ers being the 76ers. But I think that overall, that was just a great, great game.
Yeah. I want to give a huge shout out to Jayshawn Tate, too.
Oh, yes.
Because Jabari had
Yes.
said he had told him to miss it, and he was like, what? And he had turned around, looked at him, and he was like, yeah, miss it. I want to give a big shout out to Jayshawn Tate, too. He also came in.
That's our vet, bro.
That's the vet. That's
Yeah.
the vet. Came in, you saw the situation, you produced,
Yeah.
you played great defense, and then you told Jabari, gave him great veteran advice, hey, miss a shot, miss it. And we put that dope big lineup in, and Şengün came in the clutch. So, yeah.
Brian, you saw Steven Adams literally box out 2 guys.
Oh,
That was
Because I'm not gonna
crazy.
lie, if Şengün didn't get the ball, I think Steven Adams would have gotten it if
Yeah.
it would have went his way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adams got both them dudes out the way. Oh man,
That says a lot, man.
I forget how big of a unit this man is.
And he's
Say
so
Steven
strong,
Adams.
it's
Yeah,
obnoxious.
He is. But yeah, great win. Not happy about it. Great win though.
I mean, I agree with you in the sense of it should have never gotten there. I
Yeah.
mean, that from the very beginning, you knew that was a trap game based on the lineups, and the Rockets just had a very hard time
Yeah.
getting themselves up for that game. But them losing, the Sixers losing was reminiscent of us 3 years ago
Yeah.
when we were still rebuilding and we would be beating good teams and finding ways to lose. So, it was a really, really weird full circle moment in terms of like us watching that game because we went from being a losing team with Silas, with Udoka, now we're 44-25, and holy shit, we're 44-25. It blows my mind that we are here with 13 games left, 6 wins left to get to 50.
Yeah.
It's a little mind-blowing to me, and it's very humbling. But, like at the end of the day, I'm still extremely proud of what this team brought in terms of such a history-making win, but at the end of the day, I'll take it. I don't care. Stoney tweeted at me, said that, that win did not count because of the roster. And Stoney, I don't know if you looked, on the standings on NBA.com, but it counts as a W to me. So, the record books state that it's a victory.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think that you're just a little full of crap.
Damn!
Just
Oh
a
my God! Damn! Oh my God!
Shout out to our boy Stoney. Love my guy. The banter just never
Yeah.
ends.
I like
never
that.
ends.
I like that. It's funny because Sixers fans were mad that they were winning yesterday.
Dog.
I swear.
It
They
was
were
so
like-
funny.
They were like, why the hell are we fucking winning, man? We need to lose.
That shit was wild to me, man.
We were mad we were losing. They were mad they were winning, man. Shout out to Sixer fans.
What a
They're
world,
funny.
man.
Yeah, what a world. What a world.
I mean, there were Sixers fans at the game. Saw some people with Embiid and Tyrese Maxey jerseys, and saw them leaving the game in the fourth. They were just like, "Oh man, here we go again." You know, poor fans. I mean, I respect them for coming up. Team sucks. And, I respect it. You're loyal to your city. But anyways, let's move forward. But before we move forward, DJ, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor, J Bar M Barbecue. Located in East Downtown, less than 10 minutes from Toyota Center, has free parking for your game day experience. Make sure to park over there and have a good happy hour. Enjoy $5 margaritas. Enjoy the street taco deal, 3 brisket street tacos and a margarita for $10. I said it, $10.
You're forgetting one thing.
What's that?
Don't forget to get that bomb ass brisket, man. You already know that bomb ass briskets. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You
Come
already
on.
know, man. I mean, what else can we tell you? Make sure to go visit the best barbecue in town, and just make sure to go grab some good eats, great desserts, get some good drinks. Make sure to say hello and enjoy a great experience over at J Bar and Barbecue. All right, DJ. So with that victory, we're 44-25. We got 13 games left in the season.
Right.
And our magic number is 9. This is what we are going to do. Me and DJ, the Big Goose, we are going to predict what the game that will be when the Rockets do clinch their playoff spot, which is wild to say. So this is the Texas Trinity prediction panel featuring your boy, Main Event JP, and the Big Goose DJ. DJ, you go first. I want you to pick a game on our schedule in which you believe we will be able to clinch our playoff spot. We were looking at Golden State's schedule as well, because they are the 6th seed. And when we say clinch playoff spot, we mean playoffs, not play-in. So the magic number is 9. But DJ, do you think that it's going to reach to the 9th game?
I think it's gonna reach to the 9th game.
Oh, you
I
okay?
think it does. I think it does.
So you think we clinch against OKC
Probably
on April the 4th?
Because I'm looking at the schedule, probably around maybe that either it's between that OKC or that Clippers game. In between one of those games.
Yes.
We talked about this before we got on camera. Some of the teams have, especially Golden State, fuck them. They have easy schedules. They have
they have such an easy
They got an
schedule.
easy schedule.
Uh-huh.
They're going through their little gauntlet right now. I know they lost last night, and they play the Bucks today.
Yes.
But-
so that might count as a scheduled W for them, potentially.
Nah, because Steph is not playing tonight.
Oh, he's not.
Steph is not playing tonight.
So that
Yeah.
means Milwaukee's going to
Yeah,
be the dub.
Milwaukee I
Should
need
be
that.
getting the dub,
I need that.
theoretically speaking.
I need that, but yeah, I think between those games where we go against OKC and the Clippers, somewhere between there. Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere either that game between
Between that
yeah.
week.
But we
Okay.
will come out. Oh, by then I think we'll have 50 wins by then. I think we'll reach 50 wins by then, and hopefully the teams around us start losing, and then the number gets smaller.
Yes,
So,
I
yeah,
agree. I agree.
yeah.
That's where my line of thinking is. I know that the Warriors will be having it'll be easier for them. But I think other teams, I expect them to not be as consistent.
Yeah.
I don't expect us to win like 14 in a row either. Let's keep that
Yeah.
straight right now. But I think that the Rockets will clinch on the end of this month. I think the Rockets clinch against the Lakers. The 7th game from today.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a couple of losses from Golden State. Actually, I'm not going to say a couple. It's going to definitely take more
Yeah.
than like 2 losses. I would
'Cause-
say we have to get they'd have to get like 4 losses, and if Steph has to sit, then maybe they'll get to those 4, and we'll probably finish that run 4-3, 5-2 the next 7 games. And we get there. And also, hold on, before we say anything, quick shout out to Brad on that schedule.
Shout out to my
The
boy
Rockets
Brad.
went 7-0,
Yeah.
and we made our predictions. We were both
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, I was. Oh my goodness,
We were wrong.
I said because I said we were gonna fuck around and lose to the Mavericks.
We blow them boys up by 50
Sixers.
points.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was way the fuck off. Yeah.
Hey man,
shit.
that was that was another scheduled trap game, and the
Yeah.
Sixers actually made that work for them.
Yeah.
So so DJ, you're saying against Oklahoma City is when we clinch,
Yeah.
and then I'm saying against the Lakers. I don't know why. I just want the Hollywood ending. It is what it is. I want the
Yeah.
big bang. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm looking at, let's just say Grizzlies, right?
Yes.
They're scheduled, they're scheduled I think when they get to March 27th, they got some teams to face. They got the Blazers, they got Clippers, they got
Yeah.
Jazz. But when March 27th, they got the Thunder, the Lakers, and the Celtics.
Yikes.
Whew.
That's a gauntlet.
Yeah, that is a gauntlet.
That's a gauntlet.
And then April, I think they go into April going against the Warriors. They get a break going against the Heat, but then they got the Pistons. It's gonna
Yeah,
be. It's
Pistons
gonna be.
have been performing. That's a team
Yeah.
that not many people want to play at this juncture of the season. They're finding their engine, and
Yeah.
they're getting there, and they've impressed so many people. It's funny because, like, as a side note, the Pistons and the Rockets are the teams that a lot of pundits are talking
Yeah.
about currently.
Yeah.
Like, they even talked about it today. Stephen A. Smith was talking about us as contenders with, like, Amen's going to be a future star. Jalen and LP are those guys for this team. So it's amazing that we are becoming that team, the hot team that people want to talk about. And the shitty things that people are saying, like Oklahoma City and Cleveland would be a boring NBA Finals.
Oh yeah. That is like.
Everyone wants to see Boston, LA. That's about
I
as
like
normal.
how because like watching First Take, they talked about us this morning.
Yeah.
Shout out to what's the
Stephen A. Was it Stephen A?
no, not Stephen A. Chene.
Oh yes, Ogumike.
Yeah. Shout out to her because she's like H-Town
Yeah, she's down.
ride or die. She
Born
down.
and bred.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Stephen A. gave us our props. He was like, "Are we contenders or pretenders?" He said, "We're contenders." Don't be surprised they shock somebody.
Yep.
We're a young team. Sengun, Jalen, Amen, we're hooping. Shannon Sharp. He said we're pretenders. I'm not mad at either of those answers because, in my opinion, I think
It's up
we're
for interpretation.
yeah. I think
frankly.
we're in between. Like we
Yes.
can compete, but at the same time, I won't be shocked if we were to lose in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're a young team. We're inexperienced. It's fine. So
Yeah.
the national media is giving us our love finally. I thought they was gonna give it last season after we went on that stretch this time last year, but
Yeah.
So shout out to national media. I'll give y'all your props for once. For once, Took
Y'all
long
getting a
enough.
little bit of love.
Yeah,
Getting a
y'all
little
get
bit of love from us over here at the
Yeah.
summit. But it is our time to go. DJ, let the world know where they can find you, brother.
You can always find me on Twitter at Hustletown Season, SZN at the end, like always. That's it.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna find my boy. That's it.
You already know
That's
you
word.
already know the Instagram part.
It ain't happening.
It ain't
Sorry, I'm
happening.
sorry, everybody.
It ain't
I
happening.
apologize. It ain't happening for you guys. We are going to be, what's the word? Gatekeepers in this
Gatekeepers.
podcast. We're gatekeepers on this podcast.
Damn.
It is what it is. Follow me on socials at JP_Mira Bueno. Make sure to follow the podcast over on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at Summit, SOMPOD. Follow us on Instagram at Summit State of Mind _POD. Make sure to follow all of us, our group, our people on all social platforms at Apollo HOU. And do not forget, don't you forget to
Don't forget.
super kick that subscribe button. I couldn't help myself.
wild.
We're still at 14.1K subs. I need everyone. We need to gain some momentum, guys.
Yo.
I need y'all to pick up the pace. We're right there. Let's get to 14.5K. I know y'all can do it. We believe in you guys. And before we go here, I just want to say thank you to everyone that supports us. We don't always get to say that, but we just want to give a quick shout out to everyone that watches our stuff,
Much
whether it's
appreciation.
through the losses, through the wins. Like, you have no idea. It's been a long season, and we're finally getting to the stretch run,
Yep.
and we're about to get to the playoffs, guys. So we just want to give you guys your shout out. Thank you so much to everyone from Turkey, Philippines, wherever country you're from, anywhere. We just want to Thank you guys for all of your support. We truly appreciate everything that you guys do. So, DJ, with that, say the word.
4 letters, 1 word.
Oh.
Yeet.